I'm here with a book haul video to share with you. So I've been on a little bit of a book buying frenzy. I've bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, and I just thought I would. Oh, I'm gonna put these down. These are really heavy. I've bought 8 books lately, and I did a clothes haul a few days ago, and I thought I would also do a book haul and share with you the books that I bought, because at some point they're going to appear on this channel in a book review, so I thought I would share them. They are all second-hand books, so whilst I've got 8 of them, some of them I really didn't pay much for. I bought some from, I can't remember where exactly I bought all of the books from. I do know that some came from Amazon in the marketplace. I remember one of them came from my doctor's surgery. Our doctor's surgery has like a little second-hand bookshelf, and they sell their books for 50p. And then a local nature reserve, they sell their paperbacks for £1. So I've got 8 books, but I think all in all I probably paid sort of between £10 and £15 for them, which I think you'll agree is pretty good going for 8 books. So they're kind of a mixed genre, so I'll just go straight in. The first one I picked up is Wood Angel, and that's by Erin Bow, and I absolutely adore the cover because it's got beautiful like fairy sitting on the grass, and I was going to read the synopsis, but I've noticed this one's got a sticker. Oh, hold on, just peel the sticker off. Okay, so the synopsis is: Kate lives in a time afraid of magic. Alone in the world with only her cat, Taggle, for company, she makes lucky wooden charms to sell. Although her unusual gift marks her out in a place where witches are still burned, when Kate's... So I'll just read the back of the book to give you the synopsis. I just love the cover. It's got a really beautiful fairy sleeping on the grass, and it says, Kate lives in a time afraid of magic. Alone in the world with only her cat Taggle for company, she makes lucky wooden charms to sell, although her unusual gift marks her out in a place where witches are still burned. When Kate's village falls on bad times, she's accused of practicing dark magic. Scared for her life, she turns to a stranger, but he has a plan more dangerous than she could have ever dreamed. It's up to Kate to something good out of evil, and I can't see what that is because the sticker... Oh, here we go. It's up to Kate to carve good out of evil. So yeah, that's the first one I got. I really, really love a story with witches and magic in. I just really love it. I love to read fiction that's kind of... I like there to be some element of realism in it, like i.e. it's believable, but I do like a lot of magic and fairy tale-ness. So the next one I bought, and this one, I tell you, I think this one come from Amazon because it says got a sticker with very good on the back. It doesn't look like it's been read. There's no cracks to the spine or anything, and it's still really stiff, so I think that was a pretty good buy. It's The Salem Witch Society by K.N. Shields, and the blurb says, Salem, New England, many dark nights ago, the most famous witch hunt in history is about to begin. Years later, a young woman is found savagely murdered, her body arranged in the death pose of a witch. Someone or something is reviving the terror of the notorious Salem witch hunts, and only one man, a brilliant, eccentric loner with a dazzling mind and a fascination with witchcraft, can keep the evils of the past at bay. Rich in history, mystery, and witchcraft, The Salem Witch Society is a twisting, terrifying thriller, a dark fairy tale for readers who loved a discovery of witches and an interpretation of murder. So I think those are 2 other books, but this is a standalone book. Yeah, so that sounds amazing, and I can't wait to read that one. The next one that I picked up is Pretty Girl 13 by Liz Coley, not really sure. And the blurb on the back of this one says, when 16-year-old Angie Chapman walks in the front door of her house, everything looks the same. The same, but not quite. Why is her handsome father's black hair completely grey? Why does her mother collapse in tears? Then they tell her she has been missing, presumed dead, for 3 years. But while Angie can't recall a single detail of where she has been or how long she's been gone, there are people who do remember. People who can tell her everything if only they weren't locked inside her mind. Is she ready to learn the truth about Pretty Girl 13? That sounds really interesting. And I saw a book review on this book from Deborah's Book Cafe, and I added that to this book to my wish list after I saw that review and decided to buy it. Okay, next up we have got Silver, Return to Treasure Island by Andrew Motion. And that's kind of a bit self-explanatory really, but I thought I would share the synopsis with you anyway. It says, think of the fortune waiting for you, ... July 1802, young Jim Hawkins and Long John Silver's daughter Natty set off in the footsteps of their fathers. The lure of hidden treasure and the thrill of the ocean odyssey soon give way to terror as the Nightingale reaches its destination. Treasure Island is not uninhabited as it once was. So that sounds pretty good to me. I am really intrigued by that because I think that's something a little bit different. Next up, I've got The Bookman's Tale, and this one is by Charlie Lovett. And it's got a really weird feel to this cover. It's bizarre. It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I know it's secondhand. It sort of feels greasy, but it's not greasy. It's weird. Anyway, the blurb on this one is quite long, but it says, a mysterious portrait ignites an antiquarian bookseller's search through time and the works of Shakespeare for his lost love. After the death of his wife, Peter Byerley, a young antiquarian bookseller, relocates from the States to the English countryside, where he hopes to rediscover the joys of life through his passion for collecting and restoring rare books. But when he opens an 18th century study on Shakespeare forgeries, he is shocked to see a Victorian portrait strikingly similar to his wife tumble out of its pages, and becomes obsessed with tracking down its origins. As he follows the trail back to the 19th century and then to Shakespeare time, Peter learns the truth about his own past and unearths a book that might prove that Shakespeare was indeed the author of all his plays. Guaranteed to capture the hearts of everyone who truly loves books and literature, in particular the golden age of Shakespeare, Johnson and Marlowe, The Bookman's Tale is a sparkling novel and an engrossing exploration of one of literature's most tantalising mysteries. So I think that sounds pretty good. And I also like books about books. Yeah, I just find them really interesting. Okay, so the next one is A Touch of Crimson by Sylvia Day. And this has got a sticker on it like the ones that you buy in Tesco's. But again, I did buy this from a charity shop and it's brand new. It still hasn't been read and there's no spine markage or anything. So someone obviously bought this book and then decided it wasn't for them. I'm not 100% convinced myself. But as I say, when paperbacks are £4 for £1, at 25p you can't, it's worth a shot, isn't it? Worth a shot. So, this one says, from the internationally best-selling author of Bared to You, if you fell for Gideon Cross, wait until you meet the men who really are out of this world. Adrian Mitchell is an angel of immense power and an insatiable desire for the one woman he can't have. The head of an elite unit of the Sephirim, his task is to punish the fallen, angels who have become vampires, and command a restless pack of indentured lichens. Now, nearly 200 years after losing the love of his life, Adrian has found his beloved Shadow, her soul inhabiting a new body with no memory of him. Lindsay Gibson can't resist her fierce attraction to the seductive male who crosses her path. Swept into a dangerous world of tumultuous passion and preternatural conflict, Lindsay realises there's more at stake than her love and her life. Both she and Adrian could lose their very souls. So, as I said, I'm not entirely gripped by the idea of this book, but because it was 25p, I kind of thought I would try it and see, and if I don't like it, I mean, I will pass these books on to my friend anyway, but my friend is mad keen on books like this, so she will love it. Okie dokie. Next up, and actually it's a book that I have literally just started reading. I've read like a couple of pages in it, hence the bookmark. It is The Man Who Reigned by Ali Shaw. Now, Ali Shaw wrote The Girl with the Glass Feet, which... absolutely amazing. I read it on my Kindle about 3 years ago, I suppose, and it's a book that I actually want to buy and have in physical copy, so I might buy that at some point. There's actually a few books that I've read on my Kindle that I would really like to have as a physical copy and read again. I mean, I know I've still got them on my Kindle, but there's just something about having a physical book sometimes that you can read in the bath and that kind of stuff. So, but I'm always like, you know, do I buy a book that I've already read or do I buy a new book? And that's always, but at some point I'd like to buy The Girl with the Glass Feet. So, this is The Man Who Reigned, and the synopsis is a bit long, so I'll crack on. When Elsa's father is killed in a tornado, all she wants is to escape from New York, her job, her boyfriend, to somewhere new, anonymous, set apart. For some years she has been haunted by a sight once seen from an aeroplane, a tiny isolated settlement known as Thunderstown. Thunderstown has received many a pilgrim, and young Elsa becomes its latest, drawn to this weather-ravaged backwater. This place rendered otherworldly by the superstitions of its denizens. In Thunderstown, they say, the weather can come to life, and when Elsa meets Finn Monroe, an outcast living in the mountains above the town, she wonders whether she has witnessed just that. For Finn has an incredible secret. He has a thunderstorm inside him. Not everyone in town wants happiness for Elsa and Finn. As events turn against them, can they call the weather the tempest? Can they survive at all? The Man Who Reigned is a work of lyrical, mercurial magic and imagination, a modern-day fable about the elements of love. Whew, so that's a hardback, which is cool. And then, very lastly, this was the book I bought in the doctor's surgery. Again, it's in pristine condition, and it's Bridget Jones's Mad About the Boy, which is... Helen Fielding wrote the book, and it's the last in the Bridget Jones... trilogy, Mad About the Boy, so I'm excited to read that. It is quite chunky, but it's in diary form. Most of you probably know who Bridget Jones is because of the movies and stuff, so that will be quite an easy one to read because it's in diary format. It's quite a chunky one, but that would probably be quite good to read on the beach. So there we go, that was my book haul. That will keep me going for a while, and as I said, you can probably expect to see the reviews of this book coming on this channel in the future. So thanks for watching, guys, bye!